Hello, so today we're going to be looking at feet and ankles. As I spoke about in previous posts, this is probably the starting point to getting a pain-free life and a lot more flexibility and range through all your joints leading up through the body. What we're going to do now is a quick test and just to see where your ankle range is at the moment. Please go easy. If you feel any pain or you can't do it, just accept it's not for today, and that's okay. And I will offer some stretches and some release work in a few weeks. So, first thing you need to check really is that you can actually sit on your own feet. Some people can't, but they have to have a wide leg, okay? So the first test really is seeing if you can bring your feet back so they can sit underneath your glutes and you can sit quite comfortably with your feet behind you. Next, range of motion test, which if you do have tight shoulders, you can put blocks underneath your hands, is leaning back. So we come back. Grip your fingertips on always when you're doing this. You don't want to be hunched in your upper traps or in your neck. You're going to grip your fingertips on and you're just going to start by checking out if you can raise both knees through left and right. It's always interesting to check in to see if one feels tighter than the other. And you can do a few of these. So just loosen up the front of the foot, the ankle. Nice. So if we've got that far, you can just bring your hands in slightly, get your grip again, and we want to squeeze the knees together, and then we want to see how high we can raise knees up. You might just want to hold here and do a bit of a stretch and come up and down. Always remember, if this feels too uncomfortable or you're in pain, to just stop. Go for a couple more. And we're going to bring hands in, 1, 2. Okay. So, getting your heels right underneath you, the next one we want to see here is, can we push the body up? Remember, if you need blocks, you can, or you can create 2 fists to bring yourself up. Can you turn your toes under? And sit with your glutes back on your heels. And how does that feel? Now this is where you might find that your toe joints are stiff and they might need releasing up. It's always good to take note of what muscles you can feel when you're doing this, because you'll see how it releases up the chain. So I can feel my left knee a bit here. So I sometimes know if I get left knee pain sort of to the top left of my knee, that I probably need to release my toes. The next test here is, can we raise up onto the toes? Keep the knees together and make sure you're pushing into the arms. And can you lower back down pain-free? So what we're going to do now is bring ourselves up and tucking the feet back under. And then we want to do a full range test on the foot here, bringing the hands behind on the blocks or the mat again. We want to see where we can go with the feet. So gently raise up. Can we get into the toes? Can you get into the toes? Can you shift yourself over? So checking that with your feet will just help you see if you do have a good range of motion through your ankles and your foot. If you don't, you might find you might be experiencing knee pain, hip pain, lower back pain. It can refer right the way up into neck, head pain. So it's definitely worth working on just doing some of the knee raises or the double knee raises just to start to get rid of that pain and moving your ankles a bit more. I definitely suggest looking at your choice of footwear, really tight fitting shoes, pointed heels, things that really hold your ankle up or really squeeze the bridge of your foot are probably not preferred, and try going barefoot as much as you can or in socks at home if it's winter, or like I've said in previous posts, looking for shoes with a really wide